Hey there, thanks for joining me for another Bible drill as we work through the parables that Jesus told. In this particular drill, we want to actually discuss two different parables, but they were told together. Actually, they're told with a third parable, which we'll deal with in its own separate drill. But these drills have to do with things that are lost and then things that are found. And the setting for those parables is found in Luke chapter 15, verses 1 through 10. We're told at the beginning of the chapter that the Pharisees, who were the enemies of Jesus, they grumbled and they said, "Why is he friendly towards sinners?" They saw that Jesus spent time with people who were considered sinful, tax collectors, and other sinful people, and they didn't like that. And so they wanted to know, why does he spend time with them? Why does he care about them so much? And that is what prompts Jesus to tell these parables, and the first two of them are the parables of the lost sheep and then of the lost coin. So let's just work with those together. The first of those is about the sheep. We're told, Jesus says, there was a man who had 100 sheep. But do you remember what happened to a certain number of those sheep? Yeah, he had 100 sheep, but one of them got lost, and that caused him some concern. And so, we're told that he ends up leaving the 99, the other 99 who were safe and sound. He left them behind in order to do what? Yeah, he left behind the many to go and search for that lost one. That's how much he cared about that one sheep. He was willing to leave all the rest behind so that he could go and find that one. And we're told that when he found that one that was lost, he did what? Yeah, he carried it home, brought it home on his shoulders, going to make sure that that little feller doesn't get lost again. He's going to do what it takes to bring that sheep back into the safety of the sheepfold. And so, we're told that when he comes home, he calls all of his friends to come and to rejoice with him. And why? That's right, because what was lost had been found. And that's the first idea that Jesus wants to convey, that when something is lost and it's then been found, that ought to be cause for great rejoicing. We don't want to be upset about that. We don't want to be like those Pharisees who looked at Jesus and said, "Why does he care about these sinful people?" No. When Jesus helps people to go from being lost to saved, that ought to cause us to rejoice. And he builds on that with this second parable, this parable about a woman with some coins. We're told that a woman had 10 coins. And do you remember what happened with those 10 coins? In fact, look there and count there on the screen. How many does she got? Yeah, she only had 10 coins and she lost one of them. Now, if you only had 10 coins and you lost one of them, that's a big loss. If you only had 10 cents to your name and you lost 1 penny, that's 10% of your income that's gone. And so you would be concerned about that. And so we're told that she tries to find that lost coin by doing what? She does a couple of things to try and find the coin. That's right, she lights a lamp so that she can see and makes sure she's seeing every corner of the house. On top of that, she sweeps the house. Goes to all of this effort because she's wanting to find that coin. She's not going to stop until she's put in the maximum amount of effort in order to retrieve that coin once again. And she finds it. And when she finds it, what does she invite her friends to do? That's right, just like in the first parable, she invites her friends to come and to rejoice with her. And once again, that's the point that Jesus is trying to convey. When the lost becomes found, that's a cause for celebration. There is joy about that. In fact, that's how he concludes the second parable in Luke 15, verse 10, when he says, "There is joy among the angels in heaven over one sinner who repents." Now, it's great when 100 sinners repent or 1,000 sinners repent, but you know what? the angels in heaven, God the Father, Jesus the Son, they get excited and they celebrate and they are so happy when even just one sinner repents. And what these parables teach us is that the Lord is looking for the lost, and we need to be looking for the lost. And when the lost become found, we need to celebrate just like heaven celebrates. That's what these parables teach us. And these two parables sets the stage for the next parable about the parable of the lost son. And we'll talk about that in the next Bible drill. Until then, thanks for tuning in.